What up? I forgot to post my video yesterday, so we're gonna do it today. Hope you're feeling beautiful and powerful and strong, because you are. Why were these backwards? Hold on, I have to fix it. It doesn't really matter because I could just like pull them, like in general, but I didn't like that. I had a really cute week. I went to this like workshop with my friend, and it was a lot of fun, and we like did a lesson on silence and wrote about like we were in silence the whole time. I don't know, it was really cool. And then yeah, this week's been kind of weird too, like very up and down. Like it's giving lessons. It's a lot, not in a bad way, like nothing bad happened, but just like information was brought to me that made me kind of be like but then also I felt closer to the person for being real with me, you know? So then I was like, okay, you know what I mean? I'm very much like that. You get points even if it's like something negative, like you definitely get points for being real with me. So yeah, but anyways, let's get into it. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit more. I'm gonna try to tap into your energy a little bit too, kind of pick up on whoever might be finding this video. I'm trying to make sure that this is a very clear message for you, clear and loving message, a supportive message. We want to uplift and energize people, which doesn't mean we won't be real, obviously, but my goal is to find the most clear, concise, and compassionate. Okay, Page of Swords. Someone should be communicating with you soon, or they need to communicate. Yeah. Maybe someone doesn't know how to communicate, because you also have Seven of Wands, so it could be kind of like something that they struggle with here. I'm gonna pull more like from the book too, because I really like, we've talked about this, but I really like this deck's explanation of some of the cards. And yeah, and they're feeling stuck. They're feeling bad about this situation because they want to communicate to you, they want to reach out, they want to talk to you. This could be like a past energy, it could be a friendship, a lover, a family member, but there's something that feels like things ended in a weird way, and they've got the Seven of Wands, so they're like battling with like how they want to deal with it, and they do want to overcome the obstacle, but they're stuck in this Nine of Swords energy. So feeling like, damn, like I really messed up, like they're not gonna want to talk to me, like they're having anxiety about this situation, but they want this Ten of Cups and they want this Two of Cups. They are into you, it's mutual, like they think about you a lot, and maybe they're questioning whether or not it's mutual if you still think about them, but they wanted this here. Maybe they just weren't emotionally mature or prepared, or maybe they were also just like, sometimes we ask for a blessing and then we get scared because Nine of Wands fucking came out, and it's kind of that it's that wounded warrior energy, but like, oh shit, bitch, it's Six of Wands. That's the victory. Sorry, it was upside down, so I saw a 9. Not me being dyslexic. I don't know if that's ableist to say. I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, Six of Wands. Well, they want this victory with you, and it's kind of up to them. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like whether they get out of their head or not is going to play a major part. And you've got the High Priestess card here, so it could be a Pisces, but it's also just like either you're a very intuitive person who is able to pick up on these energies, and maybe that also kind of scared them. Maybe the relationship was kind of freaky because it was almost like too good to be true, and maybe they were kind of blocking their intuition in dealing with you because it was too much. But they do have the King of Cups, so either this could be you or them kind of taking this on. Maybe I feel like it's them because I feel like in the past they were kind of this more Page of Swords who didn't fully know how to communicate, or who is still, to some extent navigating how they do it, but they've stepped into this more emotionally available, sensitive energy. They could still be a little bit of a fuckboy just because he's a little wishy-washy sometimes. Um, Temperance, this fucking Temperance card, the Sagittarius card wants you to know something. But it's also just about like releasing and being optimistic about it, letting things go, letting things flow. Like, I feel like it's possible they may not take steps towards you, and they may just kind of like let the cards fall where they may and hope for the best, which I'm not saying is the best course of action, but they could also be onto something, and I would suggest that you also release control about the situation as well. If you were in the wrong, of course, reach out. Maybe you're the one who, take this as it resonates. Um, but this is very much a spread of someone is trapped in anxiety and limiting mindsets around a connection, but there's clearly like optimism here as well. So trust your intuition because there could be a victory here. Trust your intuition, get in touch, and especially like, when you're with someone and there's like almost a telepathic connection, like you could be away from them and still feel what they're up to or still know that they're thinking about you, that sort of thing. You can trust that. Like if you're having dreams about them, if you're thinking about them a lot more, if you've seen them, like I don't know, but you got the Two of Swords here, so I kind of feel like you're both being kind of like tit for tat, kind of being petty, like yeah, because you've got the Five of Wands too. Yeah, it's a little bit of a petty energy here. Like neither one of you is willing to be entirely vulnerable. Like I think overall both of you are kind of feeling like, oh, this is what we want. Like we want to go after this. Like this is the person for me. But you're both kind of being a little too much of the Temperance card of just it'll work itself out, which is cute. Like that's powerful. Like be independent, yes, but also like you could be blocking your own blessings. Yeah, King of Wands, y'all are hoes. Just a little bit, just a little petty. No, not entirely. Like I like the King of Wands. He's very charming and powerful, but there is a little bit of an energy here of being impulsive, like having a little bit of that temperamental side. But he is also like very good at getting people on board. So there's kind of an energy of like you're just gonna use your charm to sneak back into the situation, which I mean, kudos to you if you can do it, but that's not gonna work with everybody. And same to your person, they might think like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna come back, and my boo's just gonna be, and I'll just like flirt a little and buy them some stuff and blah blah blah. Queen of Pentacles as well, so yeah, they definitely are gonna be more nurturing, or maybe you're the nurturing one. But they're coming back with like to be doting. It is a doting energy, but y'all are being petty first. I'm sliding these down so I can get more clear, concise messages, Spirit. It's kind of cute. It's kind of like a playful energy, like because you also have the Knight of Pentacles, so it's something that's kind of slowly building up. Like it could be that when I do feel like a separation energy here. I think that maybe this is like you were in separation, and there's a possibility of this connection coming back. Like this was something that you guys had to build, maybe work on things on your own, and kind of get yourselves right so that you could accept this love. And maybe now you're in your Queen of Pentacles energy, able to be more sturdy, more nurturing, more understanding. Yeah, because you have the Six of Swords. So you are coming out of this, like this is kind of like a transformative time for you. You are leaving things behind. You are like, I don't know, you're shifting. And then you have the Moon card here. So your dreams could be significant, and I got kind of picked up on that earlier from the High Priestess card. This is the Cancer card, but yeah, I feel like maybe you're feeling them or having dreams about them, or vice versa. Maybe they're dreaming of you, and but both of you are kind of just being like, no, I'm not gonna be the one to reach out. I'm not gonna be the one to reach out. Why? Why are y'all petty? Hold on, let me look at this. I want to look at a couple of these cards a little more. Yeah, it could be kind of a dark transition. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why. Yeah, because this change that you've been going through, it was really unexpected. I feel like this connection was unexpected too. And I feel like maybe that's why at first it felt easy to play off, or the reason why you're capable of being petty, both of you, and not give in and try to reach out is because it's real and that's scary. And two, that shit came out of nowhere, and so you're kind of feeling like, dang, like you went and tried to go look and see if the grass was greener, and feeling like, oh, like I could have this with anybody because it was so natural, and you're just like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then you or them both found out, no. Obviously, it looks like you're happy on your own, and you're both being grounded, you're kings and queens, and managing just fine. Let's get some clarification. I could always pull them on top of this, but I like my spread a certain way. I need to get a bigger table. What do we need to know? I was gonna give you the breakdowns from the book, but then I like kind of forgot. Kept going Two of Wands. Create concise message. What else do you need to know about this connection? And this turned into a love reading. I didn't intend for it to be. I was gonna take whatever message came out, but this is the message that came out for you. So now I'll read from here because I said I was going to at some point. Two of Wands, uncertainty, feeling overwhelmed. Very similar to the Two of Swords. Like you do have a lot of cards here that are kind of like, oh, should I not? Y'all are being pussy. Like if you want this person, do something, make a move. Feeling overwhelmed, having many options, open space ahead, many possibilities, multiple paths open to you, allowing chance to lead you. Throwing the dice allows a conversation and an interaction between you and the world around you. So it's like, it's an exciting time because you have all of these options, and it could be you have other romantic partners, it could be you have multiple job opportunities. Just life is full of possibilities right now. And it's almost leaving you feeling stuck. Maybe in this specific connection, but also just in general, you're feeling like, which way should I go? What should I do? So you're almost just halting yourself completely and staying frozen instead of making a move. Nine of Wands suggests dusting yourself off and trying again. This is kind of that wounded warrior energy that I thought we had earlier, but we came back. Believing in yourself despite a setback, not allowing the past to dictate how you move forward, waiting, replenishing energy into a project, a breakthrough, making it happen at the last minute. So I feel like there is going to be success here, and you have a lot of other cards that point to that. You have the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups. Temperance is very optimistic and exciting. You have all of these king and queen energies here, so it's like I feel like you're gonna come out on top. I feel like but it's also a choice, right? Like I can tell you this, but then if you still continue to or your person, you know, we all have free will, and if y'all don't get it together, then you know this may not come true. But there is an energy here with the Nine of Wands of like, you know what hurts you now, what triggers you, and you're deciding to keep going anyways. Like you've learned lessons from the past, you failed, you've taken your L, but now you're going forward to get that dub anyways. That's very exciting. I feel like you're starting to figure out what you want to apply yourself to in life in general, because I feel like our love lives are very much affected by our lives in general. If you're suffering in other places, you will feel way more intense in other, like, it's very hard to maintain a romantic connection if you're not feeling your best self in other ways too. But the star card is here, so there is hope, and you're feeling hopeful. I think you're both feeling hopeful. And I think there's a chance for this to come back together because you have the Lovers card here, Soleil, you have the Hermit card here, so you could be a Virgo or have Virgo placements in your chart. Seven of Pentacles, so you're kind of like building and like pulling things back. Hold on, Page of Cups, Five of Cups. Okay. Let's get together. How do I want this to look? I want one more. Yeah, with the Star card, Aquarius card, so you can have Aquarius placements, or they could. But yeah, we also have the Lovers card here, so this was a real connection. This was something that really felt right for you, and I don't see you as someone who just like rushes into things. So I feel like if you were feeling this way, it was probably very sincere. The Hermit card does suggest maybe going it alone, or maybe you have been. You know what I mean? Like really reflecting on everything and pulling yourself back. Seven of Pentacles, like you have people who are on your side and who support you, and you can stand up alone. Like you've learned that throughout this. And it's this cute little money tree. It's so funny. Yeah, but you're more than capable of being alone. It's just now you're figuring out what you want to invest in and what you want to do. Growing a venture for yourself, owning your own business, is independent, taking care of yourself even when things are on the downswing, keeping faith in yourself even when it's not clear, seeing the long game, the larger picture. Yeah, which is similar to the Nine of Wands, but like you're very much like maybe you've been feeling this Five of Cups, this disappointment, but instead of focusing on what you've lost, you're focusing now on the future and what you can have. Page of Cups, very much like this very cutesy, flirty energy. Someone's gonna make a move. One of you's gonna make a move at some point. There could be a letter involved. Someone could be or writing out their feelings in general, but it's gonna be a very feelings heavy conversation. It might be a little like, because you also have the Page of Swords, that was your overall message. And so it's kind of like someone who's still navigating how to communicate, like still learning what's the best way of expressing myself. And it's kind of like the Swords cards are air energy, but also heavy on the writing and communication. And with the Page of Cups, it's very feelings intense. It can be a little emotionally erratic and not always entirely rational. That doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, and feel your feelings, but doesn't always feel them super appropriately. So yeah, there could be like this very mushy little love letter coming in. There could be just like a confusing conversation where you can tell that they're trying, or maybe you're the person who's trying to express, and you can be like, okay, they're definitely trying here, but maybe they don't say things exactly the way that you want to hear them. But I feel like if you like this person enough, you're gonna try. Because with the Three of Wands, like you want to plan with them, you want to have this future. Like you, maybe you don't want to admit it to yourself, but you saw something here that made you be like, yeah, I'm gonna invest in you. And then there's the Tower moment, which could actually be good in this scenario. It kind of feels like it could be good. It could still be jarring because sometimes when you get the thing you want, it shakes shit up so intensely. So it could be like you have been asking for this person to come back for this type of love, for this, what, maybe not this specific person, but like maybe you've been wanting this thing, this job, this whatever, and then sometimes it shows up and it's like, oh shit, now what do I do? Like I didn't think this far ahead. So that's kind of what it feels like. Let's see, can we clarify the Tower? Spirit, can we clarify the Tower? Clear, concise message of Spirit. We need to know about the Tower. Wants to come out with Seven of Cups. Ooh. Okay, make sure they're not selling you a dream. Make sure they're really about their shit. Because, like I did say, they're still learning how to communicate. And maybe you are as well. So don't sell them a dream. Like, take it as it resonates. But, like, it can be a little bit based on illusion. Knight of Wands. Okay, so one of you could still be in your fuckboy energy. So I'm not liking that. Pretty precise. Yeah, Knight of Wands is very charming, very flirty with everyone. Five of Swords. But this could be the past too. Maybe that's what the tower is. Maybe you're getting clarity about because you got five swords. So it's really giving like, yeah, they're playing with your heart. They're messing around. They're causing these arguments, or you're causing arguments. Like, it's a very like dark energy. But one, that's the other thing too. Is sometimes when you are with someone who mirrors you or who is a soulmate of sorts, like it can be really intense, especially if like we're all healing from generational trauma. We all have our own personal traumas, blah blah blah. So there are, everyone's gonna have arguments to some extent. That's the reality of relationships. But if you can maintain respect and dignity and grace for both of you, that's really important. So sometimes it's good to fight with someone else because then you can know, not fight, but argue with other people because it shows you whether or not there's someone that you're safe to do that sort of thing with. Like, is your anger validated with them? Is your sadness validated with them? And are you respectful of each other during those times? Because they're like, yeah. So yeah, there is kind of an energy here of some bullshit, and that could be either past energy that you are working through, maybe getting clarity about the situation, maybe they're communicating to you why all of those things happened, and you're kind of able to work through it. Or it could be kind of like new relationship. Here are some of the things popping up because sometimes at the beginning we self sabotage. So maybe be mindful of that. Like, watch out for that and try not to do it. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else we need to know about this? Anything else we need to know, Spirit? Let me know. Do you have any messages overall? Six of Pentacles. That does feel pretty mutual, but it's also like you're focusing on your money anyways. Like, you're stacking up. You got the Knight of Cups, so regardless, you're gonna get what you want. Wish fulfillment across the board. If this person does fuck around, if this person does continue being petty and doesn't even reach out, or if you decide not to reach out, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you're still gonna stack your coin and you're still gonna have that wish fulfillment. You'll be successful regardless, which is really exciting. Anything else, Spirit? I think that's a really beautiful way to end this. So, yeah, no matter what, you're good. You've got the Two of Pentacles. You're balancing your life. You know what to do. Like, you're, you've got the Fool card here, so you're taking risks. You're willing to start this new journey in any phase of your life. Like, you're not going to get caught up in the bullshit anymore. Although there is like this